Hi everybody, this is Stacy with all my magical things. How are you guys today? Welcome if you're coming back, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Stacy and I like to journal in my Creative Commonplace notebook. And what that is just a composition notebook that I've covered in stickers. And my definition of commonplacing is collecting wisdom and other people's wisdom, whether I read it in a book, hear a speaker, see it online. And then I like to document it in my Creative Commonplace. And the creative part is I use stickers and paper and paint and fabric and magazine clippings and sometimes my own artwork and whatever I feel like makes the page interesting and makes me want to go back and remember the wisdom that I've collected. So today, I usually start with the piece of wisdom, and today's wisdom is from Instagram. And I'll go ahead and read you the wisdom, and then we'll go through my thought process of the things I have here in front of us. It says, I might look normal, but deep down, my entire life strategy revolves around being ridiculously hopeful and a bit delusional. I might look normal, but deep down, I've decided I can do literally anything I set my mind to, and nobody can stop me. I may look normal, but deep down, I'm actually a full-blown circus of audacity and the belief that everything is working out in my favor. I might look normal, but deep down, I still believe in the goodness of others, even when it's hard to find. I might look normal, but deep down, I've decided to let people have their opinions about me while I have my peace. I might look normal, but I'm betting on my wild ideas and going all in, turning them into reality. I might look normal, but deep down, I'm fully committed to this whole it'll all fall into place mindset. I might look normal, but deep down, I've invested all of my energy into trusting the timing of my life. And that is an Instagram account at case.kenny. And so that's our bit of wisdom today. Now, when I read that, my thought process, I'll give you a peek into how I sometimes put my pages together. My first thought was I needed a girl that looked like she was confident. And I don't want to use the word smug. That doesn't sound right. But she was sure of what she knew and what she wanted. And so here's my girl. She's got a little bit of hole in her head because the markers I used went through too much. But this is just a little girl I drew. I get a little inspiration off of Pinterest, and then I kind of try to make it my own. I'm not an artist. I love to mess around. And she looks like she knows exactly what she wants, and she knows exactly how to go about getting it. So that is our main character for this quote today. And then I pulled out, I'm thinking like rainbowy colors. I know she's red and pink. But I love rainbow colors. I love all colors. So I've got some enamel dots here in different colors. I grabbed some pink trim that maybe we can make a tab out of or put along the side of the page. I have some rainbow alphas. I like to make a title on my page, and so thought we could use those. I have this, like, it's tissue paper. And I thought maybe that could be our background today. We'll see how that goes. I also have scraps of cardstock, different scraps. I don't know. Maybe that can be the background. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then I came across these stickers, and they're old. They're all popping off. And I thought that would be great for those to be speech bubbles around her head. So I did write down the eight things in the quote already, so you guys don't have to watch me write that, because I know I want to make the speech bubbles around her head. How else we're going to execute it, I'm not sure, but this is what we've got to start. So I'll give you, let's put the tissue paper down first. I think I really want the tissue paper for our background. So let's grab some scissors. We'll get this cut out, and I will give you a little inside peek on my thought process, also on why, when I pick wisdom, why it's important to me and why I want to remember it. If you've been here before, you know that I was off for a while. I had some health issues and a big struggle, and last summer I spent the summer in the hospital, or after I got home, mostly in bed or in a chair. It was a rough go. And anyways, saying that, I started doing some soul searching. I'm 54, and I realized that I have lived more than I'm probably going to live. And that made me think, you know, how I live my life. And I feel like I've wasted so much time. Oh gosh, I think we need a new glue stick. We finally killed this glue stick. Let's see if we can get it through the tissue paper before we have to grab another one. Okay, let's see what we can do here. But anyhow, so yeah, that's running through my head. And I knew I wanted to make some changes. I was getting my strength back, and working on, you know, getting back to regular life. And I realized I needed to make some changes. I needed to change my priorities. I don't even know that I had thought process about my priorities. So I started doing some soul searching on who I wanted to actually be, and who I was, and what needed to change. And I came across this account on Instagram, and I think I've mentioned her before. The account is called Becoming Me in 80 Days. And I found her when she posted from day one. And I think she's on her 79th day right now from her 80 days. But anyhow, she started posting. She's on a journey to become who she wanted to be, apart from being a mom and all of those things, and self-esteem and all the things. And so she put words to what I was working on, becoming the person I want to be. Like, she put words to that. And she's a great inspiration. I watch her post every day, and she's doing really awesome. And she definitely has inspired me to keep going, motivating me to keep going. And while I'm talking, I better find another glue stick. Let's see if oh yeah, I got one right here. Okay. I'm going to cut this girl out because I think we're going to put her right here. What I'm thinking, though, is I want to do a title. Well, I might look normal, but deep down. And I want to use these. And am I going to have enough room for all her speech bubbles? Well, we're just going to have to roll with it, right? Okay, we'll figure it out. Let's cut her out a little bit here. Just like a rough, fussy cut. Nothing too precise. Just enough to get some of the weight off of the background. But anyway, so yeah, she's inspired me and helped motivate me and put words to what I was trying to do. So when I came across this bit of wisdom, I was like, well, yeah, that goes right along with what I'm working on, becoming the person I want to be. And so yeah, that's why this is super important for me to document, to keep reminding me of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what I want the results to be. So that's just a little sneak into into my brain and my thought process. But so anyhow, back to this girl. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an artist. I like to doodle. I like to play with color, all of those things. And I'll be scrolling on Pinterest and I come across a drawing, a picture of something that interests me, or something I think is cute, or think, you know, maybe I can pull off a little bit. And so that's where most of my girls come from that I draw. But this one, that's where she came from. Her hair was definitely different. She had pigtails. I couldn't figure out how to do the pigtails. I have a real hard time with hair. And obviously I have a hard time with legs and feet. If you've seen my one video of my other girl, her feet were very wonky. But you know, once upon a time, I would have never showed anybody these girls. I'd have been like, oh my gosh, they're awful. They're, you know. But I'm learning, you know, this is my thing, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And all it has to be is enjoying the process and having fun and documenting the wisdom that I want, and making it cute and making it something, you know, you want to see again. You want to flip back through the book. And guys, we have, well, I guess we still have quite a few pages, but I'm so excited to finish this one. I have plans on the next one, and I don't know if I'm going to use a composition notebook next time. We'll see. But I'm excited to finish this one and like have the whole book completed. And okay, I want to see, we're just going to put her on. And I have to thank you guys. You guys are the reason that I am getting close to completing this book. I think in my bio, when I first started this YouTube channel, I had wrote that I'm trying to be more creative, that give myself the permission to go ahead and play with my art supplies and make things and all of that. And thanks to you guys and the comments that you put down, and the likes and the views and all of it, just makes me want to do it more. And it encourages me, motivates me. And so I have to say thank you so much for all your comments and all your likes, and everyone who subscribed and everyone who views. And I know I've said it 1,000 times, and I will say it a million more times. You guys are awesome. You're so kind. You're so sweet. And yeah, I just wouldn't be creating as much if it wasn't for you guys and the encouragement that you give me. Okay, she's got a hole in her head because of the marker. Let me grab the marker. We're just going to color that in real quick, if I can find it. Okay, we'll just color. Put that in. She's got a little, well, that's a little darker, but okay, that works. That works. I had used Crayola markers to do her hair, and a Sharpie fine liner to outline her, and then I used colored pencils to color her in. I think last time, the last girl I made, what did I color her in with? Oh, I used acrylic paint pens for her. See her wonky feet? I love her though. She's cute. But this one I used colored pencils. I'm trying really hard to use my art supplies more, you know, give them all a chance in the sun. Okay, now it says, I might look normal, but deep down. And these are the stickers I want to use, and I think we'll have enough. Now I wonder, do I put the stickers straight down, or do I put them under something? Let's see. We have all the colors here. I have this pink. That looks kind of cute. I don't really know how much room we're going to need. Here, let me move this stuff over. Because I want room for the speech bubbles. All right, let's open these. Let's see how big they are versus how much space we have. Okay, capital I. Well, these aren't very sticky either. Do we need to put paper? I don't think we need to. Let's set some of these down and we'll just see. I don't want to take the dot off yet. Might, M-I-G-H-T. I might look, L. O. All right, yeah, I'm going to have to open the other one to get another O out, because I think there's just one of each, one capital and one lowercase. And these are like puffy. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room for what I want to do. I might look normal. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have enough room, guys. Oh. I don't know how I would pull it off as a 2-page spread, because I want the bubbles around her head. Well, we're just going to put these out and see where we go. I might look normal, but okay, we need another T over here, but deep. And an E. These stickers are so fun. That's why when I seen them in my stash, I was like, oh, I have to use these. Deep down. Yeah, I'm going to have to move these around. Do I have, oh, I was going to say, do I have enough O's? Deep down. And an N. Isn't it funny how some of these just ended up being all the same color? Okay, we got that. Now, the speech bubbles. These are all falling off here. Okay, let's stick that on. I guess we could go, okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we should be able to do it. Okay, let's fix these stickers a little bit. Stick them down. Let's see, if I slide these over, I might be able to fit down up here. And I have to get the dot for the eye. I don't know, I wanted it to be, this page to be like whimsical and when I drew her, I just knew by the smug look on her face. And I say smug, and that sounds wrong. But by the look on her face, she's just sure of herself. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with knowing who you are and knowing what you want and knowing that you have to work to get there. And I'm still going to have to slide these over a little more. Someday, you think I might measure, but what would be the fun in that? And by the feel of these, you might have to have some glue on them eventually. A lot of my stickers are old because I've gotten them at thrift stores and yard sales and stuff like that. So a lot of them I have to put glue on the back so they will stay. Nothing like opening your book and going to read something and you notice a letter missing. That's frustrating. Oh, I'm still not going to have it, am I? All right. And you got to move over just a little bit more. Okay. And I'm checking to make sure I spelled it right, because you know when I'm talking, I don't always... Oh, see, that's in the crack. I don't want that in the crack. That one can't go over much more. Sorry, guys. I think I'm trying to fit something that's not going to actually fit. But yeah, when I'm talking and trying to spell, I've missed a letter here and there once in a while. So I try to be pay extra attention. Okay, maybe we got it this time, guys. I just know that L in the crack is probably going to fall off. All right. But deep down. There we go. We're going to fit it. We're going to fit it. We're going to make it work. Okay. And I need the dot for the eye. If I'd have positioned it right, I could have probably used the dots on the paper, huh? And I know I should probably be using tweezers. I have a love-hate relationship with tweezers. Okay. I might look normal, but deep down. All right, that worked out. Yeah, we can see it. I'm glad I didn't put any paper on. Okay, now let's do the speech bubbles. I'm betting on my wild ideas and going all in, turning them into reality. Okay, we'll stick that one there. These aren't in order of the quote now. I'm fully committed to this whole it'll all fall into place mindset. Okay. I've invested all my energy into trusting the timing of my life. Okay. Oh, should I move that down a little? We're on the P. Let's see. Can we? No, we're just staying right there. We're staying right there. We can probably move the P like that. Okay. Whoops, I was ripping that one. My entire life strategy revolves around being ridiculously hopeful and a bit delusional. I've decided I can do literally anything I set my mind to, and no one can stop me. I've decided to let people have their opinions about me while I have my peace. Okay, are we going to have enough room? I am actually a full-blown circus of audacity and the belief that everything is working out for my good. Stick that one right there. One more. I still believe in the goodness of others, even when it's hard to find. Okay, there's all her thought bubbles. I don't know, guys. I think she's cute. I think she's got it going on. Okay. Now, I didn't leave room for the trim. So I think we'll make a tab. We got to have a little trim on the game here. So I think we'll make a tab. Now I have to be careful, though, on this side, don't I? Can I put it under? Or no, let's just put it here. We don't have to put it all the way over there. And a couple little staples shouldn't hurt. Let's grab the stapler. Let's fold that better. How's that? Yeah, that's not so bad. Not so bad. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I can probably put a little sticker on there or something to cover that. But that's okay. Or is that? Oh, I thought that was popping up. All right, so we got our little tab. What else do I got going on over here? I have these, but like we have these dots. Oh, I should have saved those for her dress. Instead of making hearts. Will they cover up the hearts? No, not all the way. Oh, I didn't think of that. All right, I don't think we're going to put those on. Let me paper clip this trim back up before it unravels all the way, and then I have to ravel it back up. Okay. All right, what do we think? I feel like we still need something down here a little bit. I don't know, guys. I didn't get any other stickers out. I just got those. And I was really thinking these dots. Can we give them a dot? No, I think that's just overboard because there's dots on here and there's dots on the paper. I don't know, guys. I think that's just a good page. Let's date it. Today is the 13th, I believe. So let's do 6, 12, 26. Oh, I said the 13th and I wrote 12. It's either the 12th or the 13th. But anyways, I don't know, guys. What do you think? It's very simple page today. I know I say that a lot, but this one was super simple, wasn't it? Okay, well, I guess that's all I have today. You guys keep commenting, keep liking. It's definitely such an amazing thing that you like my stuff and that you like to watch. I really, really appreciate that. So like, comment, share, subscribe if you're enjoying it. And I hope you all have a great weekend. The sun is shining right now in Pennsylvania. I'm hoping to be able to swim today after we take the kids to go get haircuts. But yeah, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.